the A group?
This is the best group.
Anyway, this is the brig. For a ship this size, it's a pretty tiny space.
Pretty miserable.
Yeah. When you talk about getting locked up, wow, this is small. It holds 11 prisoners, if need be. There are 3 racks in this one. We would have the prisoners, people got thrown in the brig for normally unauthorized absence or stealing or whatever. I don't remember anybody getting thrown in the brig specifically for fighting, because fighting was so common aboard the ship. I'm still talking. I'm going to get claustrophobia in a minute. That's something you get over real quick. Also, tall guys aboard the ship. You always knew who the new guys are because they were walking around with scabs on their head. If they had scabs for more than 2 weeks, then they were obviously sailor material.
That would be me.
That would be you.
What was it? Is that maximum height?
Anybody else? Anyway, long story short, they could be thrown in here for up to 30 days of hard labor. The captain of the ship could do that under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, and as little as 3 days correctional custody. If someone was incorrigible, if they wouldn't get with the program because we weren't allowed to beat on people.
There's room for everybody.
Could you tell Jeff to hold the noise down back there? Hold the noise down back there.
I'm not going to tell him. You tell him. We're not telling him nothing.
Anyway, I enjoy that too much. But if someone was incorrigible and would not do what we told them to do, we could throw them in one of these cells for 3 days of bread and water. And we'd put a steel cover on this last cell, and we'd throw them in here with their skivvies on and no rack and no light bulb. And we'd give them half a loaf of bread and a quart of water 3 times a day. And
we want to hear the sir talking. Excuse me.
Good. You tell him. Oh boy, I can see Jeff blushing right now. But if someone was incorrigible after 3 days, we were still allowed to let them see a doctor, let them have a full meal, and if they were still ornery, we could throw them back in for another 3 days. Although I've never seen anybody do that the second term, because about 20 minutes after they get in there for the first term, they're more than willing to be not incorrigible again. Is that a triple name? Anyway, so...
So what did they say? I want to come out. I'm willing to do what you ask.
We'd slam the door. That was one of the few gratification, ugly things I used to do, is we'd always slam the door on them when do the first thing. And this, when you really slam it, they knew they got... The term getting thrown so far back in the slams, I'll have to feed you with a slingshot, sort of made sense when you slam this door on them. And it's, you have a little hole here. It isn't like it's 100% dark, but it isn't near enough, and it's very, and they always got more receptive to our advice after that. They